If you're like me, your first exposure to Johnny Ringo is the famous 1964 song made by Lorne Greene with the story of Johnny Ringo. Even though it's far from the historical truth, it still makes a great story. Maybe you learned about Johnny Ringo from the movie Tombstone. In this scene, it's the famous twirling of the gun scene, where Johnny Ringo twirls his gun around and then is made fun of by Doc Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Then in the classic scene from the movie, I'll Be Your Huckleberry, Doc Holliday puts a bullet through Johnny Ringo's head. Nothing like this happened in reality, as we'll see as the story progresses. Johnny Ringo's gravesite is along the shores of Turkey Creek in the Chiricahua Mountains, about 50 miles east of Tombstone. You could stop there on a visit to the Chiricahua National Monument or on a hike at the Turkey Creek Trailhead, which is what I did. You have to travel a couple miles down a gravel road, but then when you get there, the entrance to the gravesite is plainly marked with a little bit of parking. You have to go through a gate and make sure you latch the gate behind you because the gravesite is on a working ranch. The gravesite is on private property and is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., so please be respectful of the property owner's rights. Looking into Ringo's gravesite here. Quite an idyllic spot right along Turkey Creek. And there he lays. It's even got a white headstone there. Donation box. Johnny Ringo, July 13, 1882. Historic site. Look at this. Turkey Creek. Something just jumped. This is the true story of the fate of Johnny Ringo. There are about 4 different possible scenarios to explain how he died, and no one is quite sure which one is the truth, other than the fact that he was found in the crook of a tree here along the shores of Turkey Creek with a bullet through his head.